Hey guys, today's lesson is on area of a trapezoid, and very similarly to when we did area of a parallelogram and area of a triangle, you can also see that, this is a trapezoid here, and if you were to cut this trapezoid in half, you would find that it's made up of two triangles. So technically when you're finding the area, you could find the area of one triangle and then find the area of the other triangle and add them together. However, I find this to be a little bit confusing for students, finding the height and the bases of the different triangles. I mean, if that's what how you learn best, that's great. But I find there's another formula that makes it even easier, and that's just my opinion. So I'm going to show you that first. Okay, so the following trapezoid has the dimensions 4 for the top, 6 for the base, and 3 for the height. So the formula that I like to use is area equals A plus B times the height divided by 2. Now, A plus B are basically the side lengths. So it's this side plus this side. The height is what we're used to because we've seen that same height that runs at a 90-degree angle with the base. We've seen that with area of a triangle. We've seen that with area of a parallelogram. And then divided by 2. So because this is in the brackets, A plus B, we're going to do that first if you remember bed mass from the first chapter. So A plus B, A is 4 meters plus B is 6 meters times the height. We know the height is 3 meters divided by 2. So then A equals 6, or 4 plus 6 is 10 times 3 divided by 2. And to continue that, A equals 10 times 3 is 30 divided by 2. A equals 30 divided by 2 is 15. And don't forget, we're dealing with area, so that's meters squared. Okay, we'll do another example. Again, write down the formula. Always write down the formula first. Now, this is a trapezoid, and there are more than 2 sides that are labeled, right? We have the height labeled, it's 2 meters, but then we have 7 meters, 10 meters, we have 4 meters. So in case you get confused which side lengths are A and B, just to kind of specify, A and B are what I've just highlighted there with red. They run parallel to each other. And we talked about parallel before. If I would measure the distance of this line and this line in between them would always be the same distance apart on the ruler. So that side A and B, they run parallel to each other. So this side length here is a decoy. It's something that, yes, it's nice to have that side length there. We don't need it for this formula. So again, A equals, side A is 7 plus side B is 10 times height divided by 2. I like to break the formula down like this. Don't do it all in one step, because if you make an error in the calculation, if you do it step by step like this, it's very easy for me to see where you went wrong, and then I can give you part marks. 7 plus 10 is 70 times height divided by 2. Sorry, not 70, it's 17. See how easy it is to make these mistakes, eh? All right, A equals 17 times the height, which is 2. So 17 times 2 divided by 2 basically cancel each other out, because 17 times 2 is 34, and then divided by 2, in this case, we're back to 17 meters squared. Now I'll just quickly show you the other way to calculate the area of a trapezoid using our knowledge of area of triangles. Because again, a trapezoid is literally 2 triangles, right? That's a triangle there, and that's a triangle there. So using the triangle formula and applying it to area of a trapezoid, it's basically finding the area of one triangle and then finding the area of the other triangle and then adding them together to make up the full trapezoid. Okay, so let's find the area of this triangle first, right? So this is the height, 3, and the base of this triangle, because again, the height and the base run at a 90-degree angle. So area equals base times height divided by 2. That's our formula for a triangle. And in this case, the base is 7, and the height is 3, divided by 2. So just to continue there, area equals 7 times 3 is 21, divided by 2. Area equals 10.5 meters squared. So that's for triangle 1. Now for triangle 2, this is triangle 2 here, the top triangle. And the height is still the same, right? Because that height here is literally going to be that height there on the other side. I'm on the right-hand side now. So that's going to be the same height. So again, area equals base times height divided by 2. Area equals, and the base for this particular triangle is 4. Because if we kind of flip that triangle around, again, the base and the height run perpendicular, or they run at a 90-degree angle. So now the base of that particular triangle is 4 times, the height is the same, like I said, divided by 2. Area equals 4 times 3 is 12, divided by 2. Area equals 6 meters squared. So now we have the area of triangle 2. So now we have to add those two areas together, right? We have to add 6 meters squared plus the 10.5 meters squared, which gives us, and sorry, I'm going to go all the way to the top. I know it's a little bit messy, but I'm just working in this corner here. And that would be 16.5 meters squared, and that would be the area of the entire trapezoid. Okay, and this is your assessment question. Find the area of this trapezoid. Please submit your work on Google Classroom, and I will see you tomorrow.